Hello everyone, I'm Brigid, the Snake Diet Warrior, and I'm coming to you to talk to you about Snake Diet update and my health update. I want to apologize, first of all, I have not posted in a month, and I'm just shocked at how much time has gone by. So I apologize for that to you, but also myself as part of my accountability. I should have been posting about 2 times a week. My leg pain did resolve the week of Christmas. I was in physical therapy and we weren't getting anywhere. She finally decided to do some traction to see if my low back was involved. We kind of had ruled low back out since I wasn't having any problems, but the tractioning by that evening going to bed, I had no leg pain. There was a hint of it, but after that, I haven't had much leg pain at all. So it was my low back that was involved. Christmas Eve, I have to tell you that I spent Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in the hospital. I did have my hiatal hernia repair done and fundilopation. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but basically what they do is pull down the fundus of the stomach back down under the diaphragm, and then they do a wraparound of the stomach and stitch it there so that you don't have a repeat hernia. Now, with that surgery, I had to do a liquid diet for 1 week. I didn't do any fasting for about 3 weeks there because the swallowing was important to get that opening to move and to soften after surgery. But I was on a liquid diet for a week post-surgery, and then for 2 to 3 weeks, the soft food puree. So I'm into the 3rd week, and I'm doing soft food or puree. And, it's a somewhat of a bariatric diet, much like if I had a gastric bypass. You would eat, but they brought me a little tiny baby spoon, and I just kind of re-educated myself at how much food we can pile on a fork or a spoon when we're eating, and really confirm portion size. I know that I can't eat a lot when I do my refeeds because the stomach is still pretty stiff at the top. And yes, the stomach got a little bit smaller, but only by maybe a 1/4, if that. And I did have my follow-up appointments with the surgeon and my GI doctor. They're all completely satisfied with what's going on. And I've had really no ill effects whatsoever. I'm not having any, chest pains or GERD or anything. So I will not be on any medications. They don't want to see me again unless I have problems. So, that was really good. But it also was good education for me to, get a handle on portion sizes and, different things to eat. And I'm someone who has had 2 different eating disorders, bulimia in my 20s and, as a adult, going later in years, the binge eating disorder. So it was a good education for me. I do have to report that post-surgery, my blood pressure is down to 118/75, and I have, checked it out, and it stays right in that area. I'm super pleased because my blood pressure was not good before, and my heart rate is coming down. I'm sitting in the lower 80s. I think with some more conditioning, I can get my heart rate lower, not having any chest pains or whatnot, or shortness of breath. And the surgeon was talking to me about how these things improve because we're pushing the stomach back down into the diaphragm, and we're not crowding the heart and the lungs anymore. I'm still on restrictions. I like soft diet for this next week, and then after that I can start introducing other foods. I have a 20-pound weight limit of lifting for 4 more weeks, so I can't do a whole lot other than with my lower body. I did talk to my rheumatologist, and I am meeting with her today. I do not believe that I ever did have psoriatic arthritis, and if I did, I've healed it. And if I did do that, I healed it through fasting because I had the symptoms prior to fat camp, and I'm now symptomless as I'm staying with my snake juice, and and I'm very aware of inflammatory foods for my refeeds. But I feel pretty good, and I think as I condition, and always remember that the heart is a muscle too. As I recondition my body, that everything will improve, that the pain will improve. You know, sedentary life is just not for humans. That's not what we should be doing. I, I am going to the gym, getting out of the house. Some people have asked questions about that. The only safe exercise I can do for the next 4 weeks is low body, nothing that strains the upper abdominals or the abdominals. So treadmill is what I'll be doing. I want the surgery to be successful. One interesting thing, pre-surgery, they wanted me to do some walking to prevent blood clots. And pre-surgery, I'm pretty weak yet. Going 2 miles per hour, my heart rate was up to 145, which is the upper end for my age. I'm 59. And that concerned me because I wasn't walking very fast. Post-surgery, getting myself up to 2.3 miles per hour, a little bit faster. And the highest my heart rate I could get is 110. I mean, that's a miracle to me. That, getting everything put back in the right spots in my body has allowed me to understand that now I can do some real conditioning, start, that incline a little bit and taxing my heart a little bit more. Really tickled about that. I did talk about fasting. I've been doing 72s and keeping to it, pretty strict. But after listening to Cole's video this last week and what Maya's doing, and seeing that she lost another 10 pounds by changing to eating 2 meals a week, 2 refeeds a week, I may go and do that as well. I would like to move along my weight loss. I've had some stumbling blocks, and my goal is 120, and I'm currently at 160. I will be posting pictures on the motivation group when I get down to 150 per Cole. Do want to talk just a tad about accountability. I need to post more videos, and again, I do apologize. I had messages from a month ago, but I'm going to try to go 2 times a week until I hit goal, and go off of whatever recommendation Cole has for me. I also want to talk about discipline. The main reason I probably had a hernia the way I did was when I was bulimic and vomiting. I probably did some damage in that area, and then lived with silent GERD for a long time, which is very dangerous because you can develop, with no symptoms, you can develop cancer in your esophagus and areas around that. Binge eating disorder, they've been really concerned about doing this surgery because of the binge eating, but I've had it under control for over 4 months, and I did start feeling like I was going to go in a wrong direction. I did contact my hypnotist, and I did have 2 sessions over the holidays, and I have not binged at all. But talking about discipline, I have a book that I wanted. It's Discipline Equals Freedom, a field manual by Jocko Willnink. He's a Navy SEAL. that I really like his philosophies, and he has a podcast and he's got books and different things out. I wanted to quote something out of his book before I finish up here. Discipline, the root of all good qualities, the driver of daily execution, the core principle that overcomes laziness and lethargy and excuses. Discipline defeats the infinite excuses that say, not tomorrow, not now, I need a rest, I will do it tomorrow. What's the hack? How do you become stronger, smarter, faster, healthier? How do you become better? How do you achieve true freedom? There's only one way, the way of discipline. I want to thank you for watching my video, and I would love it if you'd subscribe if you've gotten anything out of this, and share and like, and be well. I've missed you, my tribe.